Okay. Good evening. Okay, good morning from Nigeria. It's Manuel Ellison live on As for Africa. What's your name and what's your name and where who am I speaking with?
I've got your best mate, Adrian, and business partner from
It's
Australia.
my pleasure. Yeah, it's my pleasure, Adrian, talking to you right now. So, how did you get this dream of Arts for Africa?
I've always had a passion for helping people, and one of my core beliefs is that is social injustice, and I hate seeing people downtrodden and all that. But a couple of years ago, I tried to put together a bunch of laptops, and I had 100 ready to go to Nigeria, which is obviously where you're from, and I got stopped by every government body along the way, whether it be the Australian government or whether it be the Nigerian government, and it just couldn't happen. So I thought,
Wow.
well, how am I going to do this? And then obviously I talked to people along the way, and being single in Australia, you attract a lot of attention from a lot of African women all the time, but they're not normally African women. So they're normally young blokes who are trying to scam me out of some money. But I found a lot of friends by talking to them about why they're doing those sort of things. So yeah, so that's how I got interested in it, and I thought, well, I think I can change things if I put my mind to it and help these people who are so industrious and the way they work that we can actually make a change in life. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, technically, these are people the world see as scammers. So I don't know why you see them as good people and how you think they can change.
why do I see them as good people? Well, I try to put myself in their position, and I've talked about this before. Is that if I had two children or something like that, and I had no money and no way of getting them food, I would do absolutely anything I possibly could as a father to make sure they had
Yeah.
food on the table, and it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter what. It wouldn't matter if it was illegal or if it was all legal. I would do anything. I'm lucky enough in Australia that I can go down to a local church and they will give me food, but that doesn't happen in your country.
No, it
Um,
doesn't have country at all.
so I try to put myself in their position, and then when I talk, and like obviously that's how you and I got talking, um, was about what happened, and I go, well, of course you would do that, and I think if there's mothers listening to this at the moment, particularly, if your child has no food to eat today, the mother will starve herself first,
Yeah, that's true.
and but she will do absolutely anything she has in her
Anything
power
make sure about
to
it.
make sure that there's food on the table, and that doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's illegal or anything like that. And then she has to go back and then reconcile that with God at night, and that's hard as well. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so that's how I got interested, and I had a pretty tough life growing up, but you know what? The more and more people I meet who I think I've had a tough life, wow, I've had nothing compared to
Yeah.
what they're growing up with. So
That's a whole lot of things. So how do you basically intend using Arts for Africa to change lives in people from Africa?
yeah, well, the original idea, and I know you and I have talked about it, was I think we need to give people a hand up rather than a hand out. Um,
Yeah.
like if we give, well, for example, if imagine if I just give $30 to somebody, well, for the next couple of weeks, that's going to get them out of they're going to be able to buy some food and life's going to be okay for a couple of weeks. But after that, the money still runs out eventually, and you're going to.
Definitely.
So my idea was that if we can get them to build a business where they're earning some money from it, and also help them how to manage their business as well with the skills that I've learned and the team that we've got. Obviously Elkie and yourself as well as that we can teach them to not lose their money when they do actually get it. And you
Yeah.
know what? We don't need to actually earn them a lot of money to change lives. I said if we can get $30 or $40 a week to them, that would be amazing. And
Yeah. Definitely amazing.
we would just mean that at least we got food on their table for a start, so they've got their basics in life met before we start, and then after that we can start building and making business, and then hopefully from there we can start other projects along the way to help because yeah, I mean it pains me. I wish I could just throw money at everyone in Nigeria, but obviously I don't have enough money to do that either. Um,
That's true.
so because I can help a few people, but I can't help everyone.
Everybody.
I think this is a way I can or we can help the artists for a start. But when you start doing that, then you start finding web developers.
That's true.
You start finding like yourself engineers, and well,
Yeah.
I'm going to push you on your next podcast that you do that we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
um, yeah, and we and some of the stuff that you guys do differently to what we do maybe in Australia or the US or England or anything like that. Um, that um, we need to embrace it because if we took the technologies, the stuff that you guys do is amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
because you have to adapt to what you have. So yeah, so that's how I got started. And honestly, I can't remember the actual moment we actually you and I met, but I was trying to think about it last night. But we kind of just fell in and started chatting, and it went from there. So
yeah.
maybe you know.
Yeah. I okay. Basically, you prefer the fisherman theory that says give a man teach a man how to fish and don't give him fish.
Ah, yes, yes, yes,
It,
exactly.
that- that's
So
actually very good.
so we
Yeah.
go to the Bible, and no matter what your beliefs are with the Bible, or whether
Yeah.
you believe in God or you believe in things, but it's a great thing. Is if I give you $30 today, you'll survive another couple of weeks. If I teach you
Yeah.
how to
That's
make $30 every week, you'll survive a
the
lifetime.
rest of my life.
Exactly, and that's what Art of Africa is all about, and that's what we're
About
trying to do. And obviously we're still a business, and we have to make a little bit of money and to try and survive and pay the bills like normal. But I think you know me, and you see that I don't ask for a lot of money when we're going along.
yeah.
So
That's true.
so
Okay, before I say any more thing, I would like to thank you for coming to the aid of people like us who make little or no money at all from this country. I'm
thanks, mate.
grateful.
Thank you.
It's not so easy having somebody who look past our deficiencies because right now whether we like it or not, scamming is actually our deficiency. It brings us down. Everybody believes every Nigerian is a scammer, so they see nothing good in us. But you have looked down, and in fact, you look past the stage of just looking at us as scammers. You've also looked at us as humans, and you're actually coming to our aid. You know what it feels like to be in a university and you have two other siblings in the same university, you're not having any pocket money back on a weekly or on a monthly basis. Once your parents pay your school fees, they're done with you. You have to buy your textbooks by yourself. You pay your transport to school. You look for food, which are actually basic essentialities, and somebody's actually coming to your aid. This is actually a very big one for us. I'm so grateful, and every artist on this platform is actually grateful for having you this way.
Well,
Thank you very
thank you for the kind words, mate. And you know what? I probably wouldn't have found it without obviously talking to you as well. And yeah, there are other people in your country, and not only Nigeria. We have to remember that you've got countries around you who are struggling exactly the same that we need to help,
much.
and
Yeah.
some really really good people, and we need to. I suppose we need to change how we look at life, but I think what you're doing by posting this is that finally you can tell exactly what's happening um,
That's
in
true.
the world, and maybe we can change things. I don't know. But I'll let you have the final say because this is your episode because you got to interview me. So maybe just you can go with a final statement before we close the video.
From our statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before you do it, I'm just
Okay.
for people listening. is we recorded another one, the first one, and we thought we're gonna have to edit it and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm just not gonna edit these videos at all because I think we I think it's just raw and it's us talking. And the same with this one. I think this does not need to be edited at all.
Yeah.
This is just two guys having a chat about life. I think that's a great podcast to share with the world. So, but anyway, I will leave this back to you, mate, because you have the final say. All up to you, mate. We might have to edit that one. So you can talk now.
Actually, the second one went well. The second one, yeah, the second one went very well.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So,
thanks, mate. I appreciate the time and what you're doing. And you know what? If nothing else, you and I are gonna and Elkie are gonna change things one little bit at a time. It's not gonna be easy because it's hard to cut through what's happening. But you know what? We're gonna try, and that's all you can do, mate.
yeah, we're gonna.
And always love you, mate.
Thank you.
Uh,
I definitely, I love you, bro.
all right, mate. You take care, and I'm just about to stop the recording, and